Alright, y'all, Weather Guy here, and we are back with some more Disco Elysium. Hope you're doing great. We're doing pretty good. I'm going to talk to Garte here.
Can I help you?
Found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
It's no biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird.
Yeah, we got it from a kiddo.
Taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here.
Had nothing to do with anything.
90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random
You're right,
stuffed
Kim.
animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
About my bill for
Got the
tonight.
20 real.
Yes.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Anything
Another
else?
thing. Great.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Alright, so now I want to go and make a quick pit stop at the shipping container that's locked that you can use rhetoric to try to open. I'm gonna do that today, since we just leveled up our rhetoric recently. And then we need to talk to Kuno. That's the plan. Look at the rainfall. Beautiful. I think I missed my turn. Yeah. There's a container over there. Here we go.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Getting better at
If
it.
anything,
Our chances
it
are
seems to have
increasing.
grown slightly. And
Oh,
as it's
double
always
fives. That's
been,
pretty close.
It's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric.
It's gonna work one of these days. I'm gonna be so hyped about it. Alright, let's go talk to Kuno. Because we suspect that Kuno might have been the one that interfered with the bug trap and took the locust. But we'll see. Might not be the case. I'm really not looking forward to talking to Kuno again though, because he is a jerk. I also cooked myself some dinner today. Some orange chicken. Oh, it was so good. I'm feeling so full. It's delicious. There's something just really satisfying about eating something that you cooked, you know? It adds to your, like, happiness meter. Like you're on The Sims. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, Kuno.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Alright, what about the locust?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, good call. That's over here. So they're over here on the left. Falling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and
Gross.
chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes
Oh,
in
gosh.
the windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt.
This is
sand
gross in
rising.
here.
Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case
Yeah, let's get out of here.
of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being so sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
We should talk to Kuno about this game to
I'll
stop.
let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Gross in here. Disgusting. Alright, Kuno. You're in trouble, mister.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Say you don't care, then you build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
He's so
You
embarrassed.
stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City. Night City. City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for
That's
his
very
imagination.
relatable. I used to give myself like a 10 name last name when I was like 8. Just names
The
like
girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is
An
causing
OS, I
her
just saw that.
physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig.
Steps
I
closer.
fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
Oh,
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
that's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! It's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be.
They're gonna
Kuno's
break
his
up.
own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself
Oh,
into
no.
a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the
In
yard.
it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now,
He's
with
embarrassed.
splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You've got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The
Did
girl's
it?
face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact. with
Okay, that's
Kuno.
better. I'll be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the
Insulindian phasmid.
traps?
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what that
They
is?
just think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out.
Oh man, that's kind of interesting. Let's look at what it says for our task now that we've done it a bit. I go talk to Suna again. Suna's promised to stop. Alright, let's go talk to the zoologist. They should still be down there, I think. Very cool. Very good. That'll do.
Hello, officer.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the
So
locusts.
it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
Or XP.
This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Bet he's dying.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Yeah.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time
Yeah,
to
it's
go
cold
home.
over there on the other side.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
More cardio. Let's do this.
Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you.
You can? It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this,
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful
Oh my
for your
gosh, I
help.
can't believe we're doing this.
Here's a fresh scratch of locust. They should slide
Oh, that's a
right
terrible
down
sound.
the funnel. And thank you again. We will
Oh,
definitely
that
mention
hurt
it.
my
Could
ears.
this lead to a discovery?
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all.
Alright, let's get going. Let's go ahead and go place all these traps. Why not? We got nothing better to do before night time. night time. And we can also talk to this.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
A salt?
Cracked it. All in a good day's
Wait, what did I crack?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
Some third option?
No. Stop goofing around.
I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, the lady.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't have. I'm only making a fool of
Do
myself.
marriages make any sense? Does honor?
Nonsense. Something down there. I don't know how to get down there though. Alright, let's continue. We gotta go south. Goodness gracious. And here's the way across. Then we go down here. Over here. Then there's a trap up here by the car and stuff.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around.
Release the
Only
locusts
reeds.
into the trap.
Locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending...
Oh, we only had to
efforts
replace
for
that
local
one. Oh.
investigation?
That makes it
answer
easier.
that. It was a rhetorical question.
So let me look at the task, see what it says now. Now we have to go back to her. No, we're gonna keep doing this, Kim. We're on this task. It's giving us XP sporadically. I want to level up my rhetoric to help deal with Titus and to help deal with the shipping container. We're just gonna run right back to her. It's not far. Progress. Who am I to say no to progress, right? Alright. Let her know.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
On 97%. I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times.
We're gonna have to check the
Such
traps.
is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Who's gonna check the
Morel
traps?
will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back.
We're about
out
to volunteer.
perhaps.
We're about to volunteer.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Fuck that cough. It's not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You are unstoppable. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Let's ask her to tell us more about cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. You're chummy. Just go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd really like to hear about some of those juicy cryptids you've studied.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
This bird a cryptid?
No, it's the cryptid.
The cryptid?
Oh, yes.
Small silvery skull shines between your fingers, its beak sharp. What is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan
11 meters,
of
it's
11.5
insanely
meters.
huge.
It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even
It's a
doubted
huge
the
wingspan.
fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until it was sighted by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and what happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years. Since the fall of Pericarnassus, he was lost. without
Definitely,
any
this is a
navigation
mirage for
equipment
sure.
And desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
I understand he started hunting it.
Yes, a bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was
Disgusting.
dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then, the teratorn
Just
suddenly
listening
looked
to
at
the
him.
story, like, watch out.
He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his
This
hand.
is crazy.
Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind,
Oh my god.
kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days.
3
trying
days?
until
He would have
bird
died
went
out in the
away.
desert. How did he live?
The 8-eyed teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but
There's so many
Wamrau
crazy
is
people in this
vast,
world.
mysterious, and holds many secrets.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Okay, so it's never been seen again?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
This one's very
Sweet.
famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking,
We still have to check out the
"That
tie and
man's
see its
encrypted."
stats, you know?
So,
That she gave us
what
before.
else do you want to know?
The biggest cryptid.
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast
In the deserts
Kokonur
again.
Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
How big?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding
It's
to
another
cover
mirage.
almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it
The
dangerous?
towering luminosity of Gooooo is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
Thank you, Kim.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Gooooo must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Gooooo desert
No,
might allow
that's
the
even
creature
sillier.
to grow to these gargantuan size.
Gravity anomaly.
What does it even eat out there in the desert?
Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Alright, what's the tiniest?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Alright, yeah?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kutla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about
The
it?
bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history, Mijanou disappeared shortly
Oh my
after
gosh.
injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of
That's
prolonging
stupid.
her own life.
That's too wild.
Oh, yes. Impossible? No.
It's impossible.
Everything has a price, sweet. After Mijanou treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends
Yeah,
were
it sounds
forced
like
to
she's
pull away.
crazy.
We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
What's the most
The
dangerous?
gnome of Jeroma.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom
I bet
dissolved
it's just
organic tissue.
something that they use to explain people disappearing.
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science
Yeah.
textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a
course.
jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's
One more to go.
teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving
This is
the
all
creature
nonsense.
itself. What an interesting question.
Of course, there's an
And the
invisible
answer
one.
is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
You're right, Kim. It's childish, but I need to know.
Okay, I won't spoil your fun. What is the invisible crypt?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name
What'd you say
means
about my
thin
mama?
whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Okay,
What about what?
that's enough.
Of course, dear.
What's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. Giving up on the Phasmin.
In doubt, sweetie. That's all.
How is she, of all people,
Everyone
in doubt,
is now
though?
and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just
Oh,
that?
no.
A story?
Don't make
Or
me
a
do this to
dream?
her.
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen
He's
it.
so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
You made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it.
This is really sad,
What
honestly.
if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh, do we risk it? Telling her marriage isn't a lie, and then if we fail, what happens?
But it has, hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily. It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Lying has gotten you this far, why stop now?
Might be right, Detective.
It's down at her
I
legs.
was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you, that's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him?
Well, it's too late now, I feel like. I don't know.
I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start
So
crying
depressing.
and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
You're right, Bolivar. I need to get back to my work.
Yes, I should go now. Poor Morel is running a fever. I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Be careful out there.
You too, sweetie.
Aww.
A waste of time. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's raining.
We should go too.
Depressing. Yeah, no more tasks for the insects. Alright, let's level up our rhetoric again. Maybe we can do that one more try. Do you have any thoughts going right now? Dude, this one's almost done. We're gonna try again, Titus.
You again. What is it?
%58. Pretty good.
I do not understand. They're just stupid, probably. Too stupid to understand.
Damn, I can't keep doing this.
Thanks for your time, Titus. Case closed. Let's go, officer.
Huh?
Really, we are ready to begin our report. I've already started, actually.
Oh, Kim is good.
In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Yeah, let them know. We'll kill you dead.
Because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
Huh. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
Angus, get wrecked.
You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
That's a threat.
firearm. A glass 08 or a 38
We're
caliber
about to get shot.
Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Oh.
Shut up, Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty!
We knew he was unconscious at least.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
They're in trouble.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking.
They're about to punch me.
It's you who's in control.
I's gonna punch me. Room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie,
Uh-oh.
your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Oh, man.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So who killed him? You didn't kill him, he was already dead?
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered
A bullet.
by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
Why?
The girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it
Titus is
easy.
chilling now.
That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't.
I
speak if he
wonder
wanted to.
if the peephole we saw was actually a bullet hole.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
Yeah, remember one side, the window was
Dirty
clean
sheets,
on one side
bottles
or something?
everywhere.
Like it had been replaced?
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse.
Yeah.
He hanged.
Who's Tibbs?
My brother. He's in the window replacement business.
If she didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit we talking
Can't
about?
show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the Merc?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside.
I don't know.
Window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past
I
too?
do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood.
This is crazy. We had such a breakthrough.
Could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
Okay.
I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for help. Who was this other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons.
Who is she, this other girl? Do I know her?
Good message. No. You're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person.
Hey, where is she?
You're not getting to her. This person is affiliated with the Hardy Boys. It's Clausia you want to talk to.
Ah, here we go. Jigsaw pieces falling into place.
So she's a Hardy girl?
I wouldn't go that far. She's just a woman who's sometimes in our company, who sympathizes with Clausia. Let's leave it at that.
You know, actually, some of the guys have been talking.
Oh, they're gonna want to kick her out of the group.
No.
Or add her to the group.
My answer is no, Glenn. We're
Yeah.
Hardy Boys. And that's how it's gonna stay.
Thank you, Titus.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Alright, let's do our breakthrough.
Fairweather, T.
This is about the armor.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe
Plus 2 hand-eye against enemies in the armor.
Or, personal favor.
I feel like we're gonna fight people at some point in this game.
Something
Okay. Any of these open? That one's open. Do we want to do any of these? All red checks fail. That seems rough. Wasteland of Reality. That's 20 hours. That seems important. Wasteland of Reality. Let's try that. I want to also go try the cargo container real quick since we just level up our rhetoric and then we'll stop. Honestly, I should have already stopped, but I want to try this before I forget. Then next time we'll run back and talk to the lady. But it feels like they seem to think it was a sniper from far away, but I think it was someone in the secret room. But I guess we'll find out, huh? What, go through the thing. There we go. Sheesh. No. Making a lot of progress. We don't have that many tasks to do, honestly. Feels good. Feeling really solid.
You're back before the cargo container.
17%. Our odds are increasing.
Since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Hello, is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again.
There's someone in there. I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
The last thing I ever expected. Mega rich light bending guy.
You can't be serious.
This is a lovely place to end today. Next time we're gonna go talk to the mega rich light bending guy. And then we're gonna go talk to the lady, and then who knows what else. More progress on the case, presumably. I feel like we're getting close to the end, but I can't tell. I don't know how much farther we got, but we're doing good. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.